Good morning, everyone, and here I am in Macedonia, entrepreneur in residence. Today I'm going to talk about pricing. This is one of the questions I get the most. How do I price my product or service? And I usually get the pricing question. There's two areas. One is like people aren't willing to pay the price that it's worth for my product, or what's the model I should use for pricing. So obviously your price has to be more than your cost, and your cost includes your time. So think about if you had a job and you spent that much time making your product, how much time would you lose? Plus, of course, the materials or whatever else it takes for your product. And obviously the competition is out there, so how you price is compared to your competition. And then the third thing, and probably the most important, is how much your customers are willing to price. What are people willing to pay? So that has to do with your pricing. And the pricing model really should be pretty industry standard. So people say, oh, should I go with a licensing fee, freemium, those kinds of pricing models. Take a look at what your competition is doing. My favorite pricing models, and when I look at people's pricing, the favorite ones are the ones that align with what the customer is doing. So for example, if you are doing something that per seat, for example, if it's software, and the customer needs that software for a certain number of people, and the more people they have on, the more valuable it is, so you might have a per seat price. If it's a per transaction price, so photocopiers used to be like that. You could either lease them or you could get a photocopier, and in some models it's still like that, per copy, how much you use of it. So it's aligned exactly with how the customer uses it, or exactly how the customer would get a benefit from that particular service. So those pricing models are always really useful. And the final thing to say about pricing is some of the entrepreneurs I've been talking to here have said to me, listen, we priced it this way and that way, and I'm having trouble getting customers to pay that much because of the competition or because of whatever else. So in the case where customers won't pay your price, we call that you don't have a business. And that's just the way it is, right? You need to create something that's valuable enough for your customers that they'll pay a price that's profitable. Otherwise, you're doing something that you love, perhaps, but there's just no business there. So that's my very short video today. People requested this be short. I'm going to be today at Public Room, probably around 1 o'clock in Macedonia and Skopje. And please come on by if I can talk to you specifically about your business, whether it's pricing or marketing or anything else in your business. Entrepreneur in residence, happy to see you there this afternoon. Thank you.